Welcome back, everybody. This is the thejonnymar, and we are playing Soul Nomad and the World Eaters.
Hey, you're awake. Are you okay?
Tell me, how do you feel?
Not great.
It appears you and Gig have become one. It was he who nearly destroyed our land. He was the leader of the World Eaters, or rather, they were his puppets. His powers are unfathomable. We have been searching many years for someone who could contain the power of Gig.
And that's me.
Of all the children to pass through this village, you were the only one.
Special.
I have waited 10 long years for your mind and body to mature. You were told this village was meant to hide us from the world. But no, it's our last defense against the World Eaters. In years past, villages like ours existed all over the world. But over the years, they have all been destroyed one by one. We are the only ones left. This is why we have no outside contact, and why you were forbidden from leaving the village.
Makes sense.
That's correct. All the villages were either sieged and killed slowly, or outright annihilated. Considering the scale of these attacks, it must be the work of the World Eaters. Yes, those dark beasts who have been silent for so long now gather their strength once more. Have you not heard the weeping of the world? Open your mind and listen closely. You will hear the crumbling of our civilization. If things continue as they are, the land will continue to weaken, and eventually all will perish. To change the fate unfolding before us, we need a truly singular power. This is the power of Gig that I have entrusted to you. With it, you must rein in the terrible World Eaters. It's up to you to dismantle these foul relics of a long-dead world and breathe new life into our own land. Do you understand what I ask of you?
Use the power of evil for good.
Now, we will go and inform the others of what must be done.
Not sure how this is gonna go, viewers. I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, we got some new characters here.
And that's our situation now. Finally, the day we have prayed for has come. Gig's power has been released. This could not have happened without your years of loyalty. And now we...
Lady Lena! I'm not happy about this.
Danette.
Why did you keep this a secret from us? It seems like everyone besides us already knew about this. That's just mean.
Poor Danette.
And that sword! Why couldn't I have that power? I'm way more ruthless and devoted. And you can trust me better than anyone to protect this village.
Jealous?
I mean,
You're jealous.
it's because I'm dumb, isn't it? I'm just too damn stupid for you to trust me.
Now, come on, Danette. You know that's not true. Don't go saying such awful things about yourself.
That's a red flank.
We were all in the same boat as you once. I was never told anything until my 17th birthday either. But Lady Lena sees something in this child that's different from the rest of us. You shouldn't say such hurtful things in Lady Lena's presence. Remember your place, child.
I'm the hero. Accept it.
Yes, sir.
I am truly sorry for lying, Danette. But you must understand. I never wanted to deceive you like this.
I know that. I mean, I guess. It's not that I don't trust you.
I know that, child. Now, everyone, heed me. From now on, we must do more than merely guard our solitary village. We must remember the faces of the fallen and help this brave child stand against the tyranny of the behemoths. Consider each of you what your role shall be in the coming war. Go now, and think on this. Dismissed.
You could all join me and help me in my war effort, right?
Dennet, come see me later, in private.
That's suspicious. But there's not much we can do. Now we have 3 options here, and depending on which one you pick, it's going to increase your affinity with one character. You can do it with Dennet, Lena, or Gig. And I am going to do it with Gig. Mostly because I want the dialogue options, because they are awesome. There's a hot spring, apparently. I like hot springs. Hot tubs are great. Well, I can't get into a hot spring without taking my clothes off, can I? What? Why are you laughing? It's cold. Yeah, Gig is along for the ride. We cannot get rid of him, and we can't censor what he sees. Or feels, apparently. So he's going to experience all of our pain and pleasure. And he wants us to show him a good time. What does that mean? Oh, we will, Gig. Don't worry. You scratch my back and, well, you remember what he said. No, I'm around for the long haul. We're in this together. We're gonna stop these world eaters. I love this scene.
Rivers of blood, mountains of flesh, a glorious world of pain! Feeble humans, crushed like the insects that they are! My lovely pets seem to be enjoying themselves. What useless relic shall I have them destroy next? Ah, that castle! All right, Vane, do your worst!
Incoming. Jeez. So long, castle.
Shattered to its very foundations! Come on, you little shits! Are none of you man enough to stand up to me? Then put your heads between your legs while I cut you down, one by one! Aha! Finally, someone steps up. You numbnuts better not waste my time.
Gig does not mince words.
Dream. Oh, hey kid. You saw that, huh?
I did.
It's because we're joined. Like I said. That friggin' sucks! Listen, next time, don't look.
Okay. Alright, and so now we can actually leave the village and start on our wonderful little quest that we've been given by Lady Lena. But first, I'm going to show off the dialogue options for all of the various characters here in town, and basically I'm doing this, one, to get some more backstory, because Who can't have enough backstory, huh? We haven't had enough exposition so far. But that is the main reason. We also can get gifts sometimes from people by talking to them. So make sure you talk to everybody at least a couple of times, and usually after a major event in the game, because you will most likely get some sort of item. And a lot of these can be very useful. They can actually help you do certain things, and I will touch on all of those again as they become more relevant to the game. A gift from Lady Lena. What do we get? Hold hands. Well, I don't intend on dying, so I will come back when I can. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. But you do really have to wonder about Lady Lena's plan here. Fusing us with the god of destruction, essentially. Who Kratos had a hard enough time going after and destroying. Was it the God of War? It's been a while since I played God of War. But essentially that being in this universe is Gig. And now we have access to his powers. And although we are a hero type, we may find ourselves being corrupted by that power over time. I guess we'll find out. And this game does allow you to basically become a bad guy if you want to. Now that is much so during the second part of the game, so when you do a New Game Plus, there's an entire kind of demon path that you can take. And so I am really looking forward to doing that once we finish up the main quest of the main game. I'm not really a good ear to the ground kind of person, but thank you, Ben, for that advice. Yeah, I'm still not quite as big as you. Red flanks are massive. Do I have any questions? And Gig takes exception to that. Half of the fun of this game is realizing and waiting for Gig's reaction to things. He is not ashamed to say anything at any time, and you know, he's not going to be PG. I'm going to be my same old self during this playthrough, but I cannot control Gig in that sense, so he is likely going to say some offensive things, viewers, so be aware of that. Most of the time it'll be humorous. Other times they will be without tact, but that is his character. I'd like you to come too, Marlene. But I guess we will do some damage in your wake and in your stead. Three massive war machines. And our first target is actually near the village, just to the south, and that is Fane, who we saw in the flashback. And now we find out we can't come back here. He says, come back once you succeed, if you succeed. Well, we plan on winning.
Hey, wait! I'm sorry about yesterday. I overreacted a little, okay? But everything just happened so fast. I didn't know how to react. Come on, forgive me, okay? Let me come with you.
Aw, how sickeningly sincere. What do you say, old buddy, old pal?
Sure.
So, you're not mad at me? Awesome!
Oh!
I don't like the sound of that.
What perfect timing. Here, let's do a little experiment and I'll show you the power of Dominion.
Dominion?
The whole thing is really pretty simple. Hell, you probably don't even need my help for this one. Basically, you can dominate someone once they consent. Since this one's already agreed, just use dominate.
And this is a mechanic for who you get to control in this game.
What the hell was that? What's that you're holding?
This mannequin represents the girl you just dominated. You can now place it in a room that you control. And just like that, you control her. You can call her out and make her take a beating for you anytime, anywhere. Go ahead and explain it to her, would you? I still can't control this sack of fat enough to make it talk.
All right, let's tell her about it. We get to play house.
I guess it makes sense. I wondered what the heck Lady Lena was talking about, so this is what she meant. Hey, if you ever abuse this power, so help me God, you will regret it.
Little old me, I would never abuse such power. Probably. Alright, so now it's gonna give us a little tutorial on how to set up your party using these mannequins. And obviously, I'll just walk you guys through it. So in this game, you have to use rooms, and within those rooms, you have to set up a squad of warriors to fight. And so each of the rooms has a leader that will serve as the kind of battle map main character that will run around for your various attacks. And then everyone else in the party is whoever you end up adding to that particular room. Now for this first battle, we just have one room that we can use. So we can buy extra mannequins or characters, but we actually have a collection of them already. We already have a cleric, a warrior, and a mage. So we will just fill up our room with various characters that we already have. And depending on where you place them in the room, either the front, the middle, or the back, the characters will have different attacks. So you want guys like your main character and Danette in the front, because they are heavy hitters. And then you want characters like your mage and your cleric in the back rows. And especially your cleric, you want it in the back row so it does a full party heal. And you'll notice their attacks down there in the bottom right corner. And you can change your leader at any time by pressing the triangle button. So in my next episode, we will have our first non-tutorial battle. So thank you for watching, viewers, and I will see you all next time. So long.